Alright guys, what's going on? I wanted to share today with you guys real quick. I didn't video while I was out today, but I want to share the good day that I had today. So, a lot of you guys know I got my backflow license, so I'm able to turn on sprinkler systems and I'm able to test backflows. So, a customer that I've had for a couple of years, that's they're a property management company. I do a couple properties around, kind of where I'm at for them. And they asked me a couple weeks ago, they said, hey, I got about 10 to 12 properties all through Wichita, and we need the irrigation turned on. Would you be interested? And I was like, yeah, let's do that. That'd be a good experience for me. So we set it up and we did it today, and they had a guy come out and meet me and take me from property to property, and that way I can get in the house and get to the box and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, we go out, and I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous. I've never done this before. I've messed with sprinkler systems a little bit, but I'm definitely no pro. And first time testing backflows, and I'm nervous. So we get to the first property, and and I pull out my little cheat sheet, and I do the test, and it passed, and turn on the sprinkler system, and not a huge deal. And 2, 3, 4 properties later, I'm kind of starting to get in the groove a little bit. Every property kind of had a different control panel, so it was just a whole new learning experience on every single one of them, trying to figure it out. Then by property 8, 9, 10, I'm like, I know how to do that control panel, and just it was just one of those things. Well, I get done doing all the properties for him, and I had one to do for one of my clients. And so I drive out there, she's on a well, and I'm like, sweet, we're gonna get in and out, don't have to test backflow on this one. And get the water turned on. Zone 1, great. Zone 2, great. 3, looking good. 4 is looking good. 5, awesome. I'm like, sweet, I'm gonna be out of here real soon. Get to zone 7, it doesn't come on. Zone 8 doesn't come on. 9 comes on. 10 will not come on. So 7, 8, 10, whatever it is. So I had 3 zones out of 10 that wouldn't come on. And I'm like, man, I don't know what to do. I just thought, I'm gonna pull up, I'm gonna turn on the water, and everything's gonna be hunky-dory, and I'm gonna get paid, right? So I'm kind of brainstorming, and I'm like, okay, where's the valve box? Let's go check that out. So I pull up the lid to the valve box, and it is stacked with soil, like so compacted that you could see the indentions from underneath the lid on top of the soil. And I'm like, what the heck is this? So I kind of reach my hand, dig down in there, and the valves are all the way down there, and I'm like, man, they're not turned off. I'm pretty sure the guy that winterized the sprinkler system last year didn't dig through a whole bunch of dirt and turn them off and then put the dirt back in the valve box. So I go back and I mess with the control panel because it was a new one. It was a really old one. And I thought, well, maybe it's something I did wrong, and I'll keep playing with it. And all the while, this lady is out on her back porch. She's watching me, and nothing against her. She was a real nice lady. She just wanted to be outside, and she wanted to watch and see what I was doing. And but it was kind of making me a little bit nervous because I'm not a seasoned vet when it comes to sprinkler systems. So anyway, I'm playing with it, and I go back to zone like 4 and 5, they work. I go to like zone 9, it works, and I'm like, man, I know I'm doing the sprinkler system right now. So I go back to the valve box, and I start digging out all the soil by hand. Just start digging it out. And you're talking a good 18 inches, if not 2 feet down in this valve box were the valves. And it's taken me some time because you can't just rip it up because you got all the wires in there. So anyway, I get all the dirt out, and I find a wire where the nut had came off of it. And then I found another wire that had just been cut in half. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, there's no way that's it. I've seen wiring before, and people will leave wires behind or whatever. And I'm like, there's no way this is gonna fix that problem. So went to the truck, got some snips, cut the wire back, tied it together, went back inside, and lo and behold, it worked. All the zones worked. They worked beautifully. And I was like, man, it was just one of those days, one of those feelings. It's like, I accomplished something today. You know, I learned something today. And I still can't figure out how they got cut or whatever. She told me there was like some acts of vandalism going on in the neighborhood. And I'm like, who kind of digs all the way down to the valve box, cuts one wire, takes a nut off another one, then fills it up with dirt? You know, vandalism to me would be cut them all or whatever. But then she said she's had a gopher problem before. And it was pretty fresh soil. I mean, it was like prime soil. It wasn't hard, it was very soft, and I mean, just really good soil. And I don't know, maybe that's it, I don't know. But anyway, just wanted to share this with you guys because it's just, you know, you're learning new things. And I talked about this last year, and you know, it's usually when I embark in a new adventure, I get frustrated. I can't figure it out, and I can't grasp it, you know, and today, you know, there were some ups and downs. There was some stuff that I had to figure out, but I got it all figured out. Every single one of them. I did like 13 or 14 today. Turn-ons, half of them were wells, so I didn't get to test backflow, but the other half I did. I got to test backflows today. And it's just a new part of my business that I'm like, man, this is really, really exciting. And I kind of just wanted to share it with you guys, and kind of, you know, I'm happy. I'm very happy that today went as well as it did, and I'm happy that I got to learn. I feel more confident now. It's funny because when I went to that last customer, I was on cloud nine. I was like, man, I got this whooped. Let's do it. And it started off great, right? You know, water came right on, sprinklers pop up, and I'm like, sweet, I know what I'm doing. And all of a sudden, 3 out of the 10, you know, zones wouldn't come on. So, but I figured it out. I can't explain the feeling. And I know a lot of you guys know what I'm talking about. You know, you don't have the confidence that you really need to do the work, but after each job, it just kind of keeps building and keeps building and keeps building because you keep learning. And I know there's still a lot of stuff that I haven't learned yet, and I'm gonna run into a lot of problems. But I just feel like this is a big thing for me. I don't know why. I really don't. I don't know why this is such a huge deal. You know, it's just sprinkler systems. It's not rocket science. I called my wife and I was like, hey, you're not gonna believe what happened. And you know, and she was very, you know, she was like, great, you know, I'm glad to hear it and all that kind of stuff. And, you know, I know in the back of her mind, she's like, okay, what's the big deal? You know, it's sprinkler systems. But to me, it was a big deal. It was a big day. It was a good day. And I'm very excited. And I got a couple more to do tomorrow. But just wanted to share this with you guys. Wanted to tell you guys a quick little story about my day, about something good, something positive, learning new things, all that type of stuff. And you know, if you're in that situation, you know, where you're kind of afraid to try new things, and I'm that person. I really am. But I'm trying to make myself try new things and learn on the go. And today was a really, really big step for me. So I would encourage anybody to, you know, if it's something that you really want to do and something that's really going to help your business or in life or whatever it is, you know, just make yourself do it. Make yourself, you know, learn from failure. You know, we talk about that a lot, and just go get it.